Hello, 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 everybody. How's everyone doing? We're just jumping right into things today. No preamble, no nothing. We're just going to finish this up today because we didn't get a chance to last night. So, quick recap. We have, through great labor by Ishtola and the rest of the Scion pals, have rebuilt and forged a gate to the void, to the 13th, in the surface of the moon, right where Zodiark used to be. We dove through it with Vitra because we had to make a gate big enough that Vitra in his full dragon body flew into. We ended up on the red moon of the 13th. It's kind of creepy. There we found Vitra's sister, Ajdaya, who is trapped in a bubble by Golbez. And now we're trying to hunt down Golbez to find him and put an end to him once and for all so we can free Ajdaya. As the girl dragon. So yes, that is what is currently going on. That is the current plot. And we are talking here to Best Girl Zero. Abyssal Dark. The others have already begun searching for clues. Let us do the same. I'll take charge of this area if you could see to the south. There's a lot of south. There's a lot more south than there is where you're at. Oh. Vitra just kind of popped in there. Hey, big dragon. How you doing? You sniffing around for clues, boy? You sniffing around for clues? Please do not treat me like I am a dog. Okay, you're a good boy. The point of interest, which is a rock. But a strange rock. A glint from beneath the rock catches your eye.
Did you find something?
Well, I found a rock. Did you guys find rocks too? Oh.
A memoria. But whose?
Oh. Echo time. Activate Echo Vision. Activate loading screen! See, I never understood why, the Echo flashbacks were always, scratchy, digitally glitchy visuals. Oh! Interesting.
You have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to say in your defense?
Hello there! How you doing, God is Love 124? What do I have to say in my defense? The aristocrats. None that I've ever seen. And I don't tend to go for it. That is definitely not something we welcome here.
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools. Like you would-be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other.
Hey, God is Love, thanks for joining the party! Thank you! I'm a big fan of the kind of the Final Fantasy XIV Loporrits, and someone had made a Loporrit VTuber avatar, I am a man. Yes, I'm male. The voice is just modified to better fit the avatar. Because having this adorable little bunny matched with a strange, very not fitting voice was bothering me while I was editing the footage.
It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see! Oh, yes. You will.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. I'm really kind of happy with this avatar. I'm from the United States,
I can't
western
bring
half,
myself to
mountain
pray
region.
for the
I don't tend to go
unrepentant.
any more specific than that, really.
You're a nobler man than I.
Durante. Come now, we're all shaped by dark times more than we do care to admit. Oh, the Bahamas! That's a nice region. I've never actually been, but I've seen pictures. And they seem nice.
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones.
Who is that?
Oh, her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriates taken by darkness.
Oh, wow. So this is
Well,
right before
a
they hit zero.
kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you.
PG-13 means essentially, like, we try and keep it... It's a little bit above, like, strictly family-friendly. It's, like, teenagers and stuff like that. Appropriate levels of, like, and type of thing. We don't get into explicit language, explicit kind of just graphic anything really here. We try and keep it just kind of like where, you know, the majority of, like, under 18-year-olds can probably, you know, just hang out and have a good time and type of stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I try to shoot for. I just kind of try and hold a kind of a chill stream where just everyone can kind of hang out and have fun. Enjoy the games together.
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Well, thank you for saying so. I try
Even
and
when we
just
share the
have
same
a...
goal, we can't
Just have a
overcome the
fun time.
mistrust.
I like to share
Such is the way of
experiences,
things,
is why I
the
kind of start doing
wisdom
this, and, you
of
know,
our
I don't like it
era.
if people are uncomfortable, you know. Oh, it's okay, I don't actually have subs available as a thing right now, so I'm not even an affiliate yet, so... Only a precious few Memoriates who remain who cling to the light. What would that we could have won her over?
We'll make do, old friend.
Well, thank
We
you
have
for saying so.
accomplished much already.
I appreciate the
And another
compliment.
person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
Yeah, I do tend to. When I can. Like, if someone else has got, like, an active channel or something, I tend to try and follow back, and just so... That way, if I'm looking for someone to raid at the end of a stream or something like that, I can toss people different ways and whatnot.
Had another vision of the past, did you? What? I was in it.
Yeah, you were in it. It's like literally the other side of the conversation you told us about.
It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this memoria is...
So, you have come. You, who would oppose our crusade.
Oops. Sorry to cut you off there, Golbez. Sister. Oh.
You. I know you.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say. 'Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form. But to remember your past besides...
She's special. She's best.
That is of no moment. You are the Memoriat who vanquished my minions. Correct.
And what if I am?
Then... I would bid you join me. As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you. More like fight as your pawn.
Stand on.
It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust. My friends.
Yay! We're her friends.
I see.
She learned friendship.
A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes?
Yes.
When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity.
Here it is. He wants the other dragon. Speak plainly, Gowler.
Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
Oh. Yeah, they dropped a hint about that last night. Yeah,
The
that she
darkness
was
is ravaging her.
she
She's
was
becoming
right
a
on the
void
edge.
sense.
And the only thing keeping her from falling into darkness was the bubble.
Rise, O shadow dragon, and obey!
Well, snap. Bulbos did have a pet dragon before, so I guess that makes sense.
Kill him.
Oh! Sister, please.
Damn you! Keep our guests occupied.
Zero gets 3 to fight.
Save her, I beg thee. Save my sister.
Alright, big boy. Let's do this.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong, that dragon, and you.
You flatterer. We will play on my giant D6.
Face me.
Rest assured, I need no invitation. Mind if I bring some friends along?
Accursed light.
Yeah. Sorry.
You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy, our agony. You will not deny us our release.
The Voidcast Dais is now accessible, which means now we get to play the waiting game. Hopefully it won't take too long to get into a group here. Trial point cast Dais. Join. Less than 5 minutes. I figured it wouldn't be too busy. Or it'd be very busy. I suppose it's really the case in this situation. Pretty lights. So while we're waiting, I need to look this up, because I'm curious about who Durant is. Like, is that a name? Is that a reference that I'm not getting? Because I know that sometimes they'll use, like, the Japanese names for characters that I don't. Yeah, Durant, Final Fantasy IV. Oh, interesting. Durant is apparently... Oh, no. What? Well, that's confusing. Okay, characters from Final Fantasy IV. While we're waiting, let's review, shall we? That's all the playable characters. There's Cecil Harvey. Not seeing anything here. Let's see. Goal Baz. Final Fantasy Wiki. Let's see if it has anything. Looks like his Japanese name was Golbeza. Alternate names, Theodore. Oh, that's it. I'm just gonna start calling him Ted. Where does he get called Theodore? Gotta be, like, more than... Yeah. No, there's not, like, a source on where that name comes from anywhere. It just says one of his alternate names on the wiki is Theodore. I have no idea, but that's a great other name for him. I am Golbez, the Dark Knight, bringer of the twilight of man. Last of the Lunarians, seeking revenge for my people. You may call me Ted. There we go. Alright, we are in. We are in like sprockets. What does that mean? I don't know. Sprockets are gears from the Jetsons that fit everything. At some point, that thing is going to cast Shadow Flame. I just know it. Knight in black. But not a black knight. We don't want to get
Expect
too
no
close to the
mercy.
whole
To
Batman thing.
destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear.
I hope so.
Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
Although I somehow doubt he actually is going to bring his all to bear because there's an extreme version of this fight.
If you would oppose our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny our salvation. This place shall be your tomb.
This.
I will free us from the wheel.
Oh, just got me. Thought I had made it out.
Where my rhyme kid blades. I will suffer no obstacles.
Crescent Blade, so yeah. Crescent Blade's the one where he does like half the arena that he's facing. Okay.
I will stay the course.
Tank bust. Green Spark? Followed, of course, by a Crescent Blade. Binding Cold.
Such is your power.
I don't think that's avoidable.
Servant of shadow.
Dais Shadow? Ah, here we go, transition.
For liberation.
Oh boy.
You shall know true terror.
Well, we had one person drop. Dais Shadow is one. Shadow Crescent. How did I take his vulnerability?
My meteors will extinguish your light.
Jesus, a lot of damage going everywhere on this.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Gale Sphere. Okay. Ow.
Look to the heavens for your doom.
Ah, I'm down. That's a wipe. Well, at least I got technically one healer up who's trying to hard raise.
Let lightning surge!
Oh, this'll be a rough one. They got both the tanks and both the healers.
You asunder.
Oh, come on! This guy just does not give you a chance to get your breath back, do you? Jeez!
Dragon.
And we're not even down to 50% yet.
Look to the heavens for your doom. Where my rime-kissed blades. This place shall be your tomb.
We just hit limit break 3 too. We could have brought everybody back up. Yes! Just in the nick of time. Someone hit it. Talk about clutch.
My servant of shadow.
What order are they going in? That one, that one, that one. Oh, come on, really? Oh, jeez, we are back into the bad section again. No, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Yeah.
Dragon, hear me and obey.
Now we're back down to 1 healer and 2 tanks. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one off.
Heavens for your doom. Kissed blades. This place shall be your tomb.
We got the other hero up back again. Every single boss fight, I feel like I've seen every tactic. It's like one of the healers is always just standing on things.
My meteor will extinguish your light.
Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just kind of like trying to keep an eye on like what the fight's going on, because it's like I want to learn the fight. So
Come forth, my servant of shadow.
like I don't know if there's a pattern or
Let lightning surge.
so he's lightning. Follows with this. And then it should be Gale?
A raging gale to
Okay.
rend you asunder.
So I'm gonna try and do this again.
Dragon, hear me and obey.
So we're doing Asdia's Shadow again.
Look to the heavens for your doom. Where my Rhine-kick blades.
Get on the other side.
This place shall be your tomb.
Which one was Terra's one again? Oh, right, that one.
Crush them.
Dang it! I keep running into these little circular. So we need 3 to go over here.
My meteors will extinguish your light.
How are we possibly even doing this? I don't even know how we're, like, gotten down this far, considering everything that's happening.
Come forth, my servant of shadow. Let lightning surge.
Throw out my damage and do some damage.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Okay, we got Gale Sphere going again. Let's do this guy first. Oh, Oh, shoot, wrong way. His stance was slightly off, and I was like, oh, shoot.
Dragon, hear me and obey.
So this one should be the meteorites dropping again.
Look to the heavens for your doom.
Followed by the ice wall thing. Alright, I'm getting the pattern now.
This place shall be your
Terra Storm, which means he's gonna drop this on a corner. Followed by a Shadow Crescent. Oh, shoot. We are out of healers. Now let's see if these three can pull it off, because there's no coming back from this one. Let's root for him, chat. They can do it. It's possible. We believe in them.
A raging gale to
Oh, never mind.
rend you asunder.
Just contributed to the chat a little bit. A silver lining beats a bronze. Because they're talking about how at least we know the mechanics and everything. It's like, yeah, it's true.
Dragon, hear me and obey. Look to the heavens for your doom. Rime-kissed blades. This place shall be your tomb. Crush them.
Just trying to be a little bit encouraging, because it's like, you know, as I said earlier, this boss does not give you breathing rooms. There is no downtime to, like, recover from a mistake. You just gotta be ready for the next, thing.
Extinguish your light.
Yep, bust out the food buffs for this one. Do I have any? Sure, I'll use that one. And I do appreciate I imagine, like, when I was back playing World of Warcraft, because I did play World of Warcraft. I'm not just saying this stuff out of, like, haha, wow, bad. I played that game for ages. But people would have been dropping group after, like, halfway through that battle.
Place shall be your tomb.
Okay, he's dropping it over there.
I will free us from the wheel.
So he's going that way.
Where my rhyme-kit blades, I will suffer no obstacles.
This will be a diagonal on this side. Come on, Dancer Man.
I will stay.
Void Meteors, it's gonna be his Tank Buster. We're already doing way better. Lingering Spark, this will be an AoE drop. Followed by a Crescent Blade. Binding Cold, this is AoE room wide.
Such is your power. Come forth to my servant of shadow.
Let's Dais Shadow, which is going to be the Meteors. Oh no, it's going to be his. This is when he gets the blade, the Dragon Blade.
You shall know truth.
Yeah, get behind him. We lost the dancer again, too far away. Let's Dais Shadow. This is going to be Meteors. Let's see where they start at least.
My meteors will extinguish your light.
That was a rough one. I think someone got caught in the knockoff.
Gale to rend you asunder.
Oh, I didn't catch it, was it? Okay, it's one of these two that are first. Okay. It always goes in order, luckily.
Heavens for your doom.
Yeah, it's weird that the Tank Buster is like the only breathing room for the DPS.
Come forth, my servant of shadow. Let lightning
Thankfully got my damage reducer off just in time. Okay, so he doesn't do it right into the direction he's facing. It's not necessarily the first one. Shadow Crescent with the AoE. Now we get a Biting Cold. I do believe follows up with the meteors, if I'm remembering correctly. Yep.
This place shall be your tomb.
Hey, it's been a while since we've seen a pterosaur. Yep, he'll do a Shadow Crescent after that. No. Don't even think about it. We got him under 40%. We have everyone still up. We're doing way better second time around. Oh, here we get a lightning surge again. Which will be that. Gotta drop my tactician. Okay, Gale is next. Just trying to remember exactly. Let's keep an eye out. It's going to be far from me. And then go clockwise. It's going to be right here. See, now we're moving with clockwork. Dropping of the meteors. So there is like a set pattern to it. The one thing I have learned while playing this game is don't overdo movements. It's way too easy to overdo movements. Like, if you're going... It's very easy to just, like, run way past where you need to avoid something.
My
1%. Oh no! Yes! We did it!
My
Victory for
power.
Vicarion!
Even my blade. So, this is the limit of my defiance.
And he shrunk! You know, I'm gonna give it up to the tanks. They were the real MVPs. They made it quite a distance off of that whole thing. That was great. Oh, I like it when it's like, you know, we take a beating, but then we get up, we learn from our lesson, we go right back into it, and we kick butt. You know, I love to see it.
Are you all right?
I'm good. Does he seem smaller to you?
What's happening?
Moon's haunted?
At last, the moment is at hand. You may have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm.
Oh?
You've won the battle, but I win the war.
Hey!
Stop this. I beg of thee. Let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether.
Oh.
In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty voidsent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it.
Oh boy.
From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds.
Zeromus.
Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Zeromus, awaken!
There it is. Yeah. Is it the full creepy? Okay, so they went with a hopefully
No matter
less
how
creepy
powerful,
appearance.
a voidsent can be sealed in Memoria.
gonna come in some way.
Damn it. It's too strong. Our warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiac's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me.
This is great.
All arm keen.
I will return, sister. I will save thee. This I swear. It's an interesting play on the 4 story. Because in that one, it's Zeramus who's controlling Golbez. And in this one, it's Golbez who creates Zeramus. We made it back safely, at least. In light of this development, that we escaped with our lives is an accomplishment unto itself. Would that we have been anticipated, as Dais' yearning to return home would be manipulated in this fashion. Alas, now we must contend with a newborn void scent hell's bent on breaching the rift. And one such as prodigious strength, Zeramus, is unlike anything I have ever seen. So named for an ancient hero, as Golbez said, though none can say if there is any sliver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in hopes that his champion would do that which one could in the Contra Memoria, save the world. But a true hero will not damn another world to save his own. We're not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. Aye, loath though I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a void scent of Zeramus's might. Vitra, not the least of all, in body and mind both. For now, let us return to Radzat Han to take stock of the situation. Very well. Valkyrian, might I trouble you to head to Bestway's burrow and appraise Urianger of the situation? The rest of us shall tend to Vitra's wounds and before returning to Radzat Han. Pray join us there anon. Now we get to make the tour of telling everybody we got our butts kicked. Though I do like that, it's the remnants of Zodiark that was in that hole, because of course it's, pieces of Zodiark that are splintered across the reflections. So of course it would be the remnant ether of Zodiark to be used, because, that's the whole thing, is Zeramus was sealed away in a giant prison in the center of the moon in Final Fantasy IV, which is where the idea of Zodiark comes from. So the fact that they use that same plot hook to explain where Zeramus in this universe comes from, I just think that's a really clever play on it, because those are all just, it's taking what's already been set up, like several times, like different elements that have established, and weaving them together to create something new, which I love that kind of payoff for all the planting, Ah, oh yeah, Valkyrian, thou art returned. I am pleased to say it hath been blessed and uneventful in your absence. And more importantly, what about your mission to the Void? Heavens forfend, that Ashdaya should be used to birth a dread void sent born of Zodiac's residual ether? Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there is one small mercy. A void sent containment seal, as we have employed the selfsame brands that imprisoned Zodiac in his creation. The shield should serve to hinder Zeromus. Yet, for how long, none can say, for our enemy's strength is unknowable, whilst the barrier was erected in haste. Thou shalt rejoin our comrades anon to deliberate measures, yes? Then I shall remain here to remain vigil over the seal. Should we observe any signs of impending incursion, rest assured I will send word without delay. Thank you, Ariante. And that is a great point. It's another good reason we built that thing down in the hole that had all the protection wards on it. Wards that were designed to hold Zodiac in place should hold Zeromus in place. Hopefully. I also think it's fun that Zeromus is born of a longing to return home? Like an emotion? Because in 4, Zeromus was created... why am I even doing this? I can just teleport to Gods and Hans. Zeromus was born out of, just the purest, like, hate. Like, that was his whole thing. He was the physical embodiment of hatred. So the fact that they stuck with the emotional theme for the character, I thought, is a nice touch. It's a nice throwback to the original source material. Alright, off to the Megaduda. Ah, Master Brachurian, we've been expecting you. When the Satrap and your comrades returned earlier, I couldn't help but notice they were low in spirits. I hope it's nothing too serious. But forgive me, you must be eager to join them. If you would follow me. Well, he's looking a little bit better in color, at least now. We need dinner.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of voidsent that dwelled in my domain?
I do. One ate the other. It was very sad.
Ciriato devoured Farfarello.
Yeah.
And in so doing, he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer. And when a voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more.
So if we destroy Zeromus, we should
That is
free
to say,
Ashdaya.
by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Ashdaya.
Zeromus. Okay, we're pronouncing it Zeromus. I always pronounce it Zeromus, but Zeromus. Okay. Like Z-Roman. Zeromus. Okay, I've got it. Got it.
And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
hero!
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a void scent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say?
Pretty much exactly that.
I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Perhaps 3 to 4 months.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Ajdaya's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th. I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Well, we defeated the Cloud of Darkness once.
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light.
Oh.
And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
Oh. Are we just gonna get a Sin Eater to fight it?
The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
To the library!
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
I shall be eating.
Wait. Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Oh?
Fine by me. Come on then.
I could train you.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
Alright. What am I supposed to do? I mean, I suppose I could finish leveling up my reputation with the Loporits. And maybe... I don't know, do some fates? Something? Finish leveling up my healer jobs, I guess? I don't know. Oh, I completely messed up. I was supposed to be reading what he says. Let's see, he said, I won't falter again. This I swear. I hold fast to my conviction, Vicarian, and that I pray that you stand with me to the last. And we're gonna get an Elsewheres. Meanwhile, on the moon of the 13th. See?
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil.
I see. So...
But
he also
what is another moment on this long journey I have endured?
True.
remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain.
Oh! Oh! Golbez is Durante. He took the armor from whoever his friend was after he was turned into crystal.
As I promised you then, I promise you now. They shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
Also, so maybe they're both Golbez? Like, it's Golbez and Durante were the two, I guess. And it was Durante who took on Golbez's visage and name after he died to carry on his legacy and to... Maybe? From light's embrace to shadows deep, a world to save, an oath to keep. I love those little rhyming things at the end. Little poems. I once knew a man from the 13th who... Nah. You win or you Dais, because it's the boy Dais, yeah. Anyway. I guess I still need to finish the Pandemonium stuff, too. Now that the last chapter is out. So, that is the end of our little expedition through 6.4. I am very, very curious where some of this is going. Because for me, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know quite where... I mean, it's clear this is leading to some sort of confrontation between the two of them. Zeromus, you're going to have to fight it. I'm curious what sort of light we're going to have to bring into it. It's got to be something from the first. And I'm wondering if it's going to tie back into... And it would be weird if it did. But not unprecedented for them to have you call back to another series. Because there was Eden, who was the first Sin Eater that we had to fight throughout the course of the raid series there. That's a possibility. Another one would be maybe... I'm just trying to think what you could possibly bring from the first that's like an iconic... That's already been established. What sort of iconic thing you could bring back to fight against a being of this level of darkness. And part of me wonders if, and I know that they want to do this, but it wouldn't be bringing Reen, the Oracle of Light, because that would break up the awesome pairing of Oracle and Reen and Gaia. Unless you also brought Gaia, but then you'd have to do all this stuff depending on whether or not you finish the raid series. And I can't see them requiring the entire raid series be completed. They've only ever done that with Alliance raids. To continue a storyline. To my knowledge. Usually there's like little added like dialogue changes sometimes if you like completed the Bahamut or something like that. But they never required you to do the 8-man raid series to continue a storyline. That being said, there are... I'd have to think about like what type of things you could possibly bring from the first back to it. I also think the fact that the Void Crystal, the Memoriad of the real Golbez, I guess it is, fell into Zeromus is going to come back to play an effect on this. It's going to be something that's how they're going to end up beating Golbez is that his old friend, the real Golbez, is going to come back and give him a talking to or something like that in the end. And then, of course, there's the matter of whatever they're setting up for the next expansion. Someone who is going around recruiting specifically Archons, not Scions, Archons, of which most of the former Scion leadership was made up of, but we know for a fact there were at least a couple that were not Archons. I mean, for instance, I don't know if Alice and Alphino ever got the tattoos and their marks that made them Archons, or if they just completed their studies. Maybe that'll be something that happens, you know, between the two expansions. You'll come back and they'll have their tattoos. We know Lise wasn't an Archon. Her sister was. So the fact that they're specifically looking for Archons makes me interested, because that's kind of like a high-level academic, like, professor position type of thing. So the fact that they're looking for academics, not adventurers or heroes or anything like that, it makes me curious about what's going to happen next. So that all getting set up, I'm looking forward to seeing that, but it's interesting that we have one storyline going through all of the patches, because that has not happened ever, really. Like, the last thing I think is, like, Realm Reborn, where patches, 2.1 through 2.55 were just kind of like an ongoing, just dealing with primals and sort of thing, and eventually just kind of doing world building stuff until, until it hit the fan at the end, which led into Heaven's Ward. But in all the others, it's been the first 3 patches, finish up lingering storylines from the expansion, and then the next, then the 0.4 and 0.5 and 0.55 get things set up for the next expansion. But in this one, we've had one storyline consistently all the way through 6.4 now, and it looks like it's continuing into 6.5 with the Zeromus storyline. So it'll be interesting to see there. With that being said, I'll be back on Tuesday night with my usual Final Fantasy VI. We got more of that coming. I'm still working in the background on a secret project for the upcoming streams for when we switch over to the PlayStation generation of games. I've been teasing it a bit on Twitter and everything. We've been going under the codename Phase 7 for appropriate reasons. But as you'll see, we're going to have... hopefully we're going to upgrade a lot of the stuff on the stream, and it'll be new looks, new everything, kind of a new coat of paint for the next generation of Final Fantasy.